soup is not only gorgeous, but it will reduce bloating from too much food, too much drink, too much salt, too much in general. And it's freaking delicious. We're going to start by chopping our onion and celery. The onion is for flavor, and the celery is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, supports digestion, and helps with water retention. Almost every component of the soup has been chosen for its gut-soothing properties. If there's anything in the soup that you know causes you to have gut distress, just leave it out. You probably know that my recipes are very adaptable. Many of us have food issues including allergies or intolerances, and I always try to make my meals adaptable. If you are unsure if the dish will still work without a specific ingredient, please just ask in the comments. I make it a point to respond to all comments. We are going to saute the onions and celery in a bit of neutral oil until they are soft. Here I'm mincing a few garlic cloves and some ginger. The garlic is for flavor and is a great prebiotic, and the ginger improves digestion, soothes an upset stomach, is anti-inflammatory, and an antioxidant. The garlic and ginger then go into the pot. We'll saute for a couple of minutes to release those powerful flavors. Now I'm adding the seasonings. We're using rosemary, thyme, turmeric, and fennel seeds. Thyme improves digestion. Rosemary is an anti-inflammatory. Fennel seeds improve digestive health and help with bloating. And turmeric has a wide array of health benefits, including being a potent anti-inflammatory. I'm going to chop my asparagus into 1-inch pieces. I usually don't use the bottom 3 inches of the asparagus because they tend to be woody. I will also not use the bottom half of any asparagus pieces that are thick. I prefer the more tender, thinner asparagus stalks. You could also use frozen asparagus in this soup. I'm cubing a sweet potato. I do try to get the pieces somewhat even-ish so that they cook in about the same amount of time. After the seasonings have toasted for a minute, I'm adding in a can of diced tomatoes, which may ease inflammation and taste great in soup. I'm now going in with 4 cups of vegetable broth. Check out my short on making your own rich vegetable broth from just kitchen scraps. As the soup heats up, I'm going to add the asparagus, which is a diuretic and promotes a healthy gut. And I'm adding the sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are known to improve digestive health and are soothing to the stomach. Once it starts to simmer, I'm going to cover the soup because I don't want the liquids to evaporate and cook for about 20 minutes or until the sweet potato is soft. I'm adding a leafy green to the soup today. I've chosen dinosaur kale, also known as Jacinto kale. Kale helps good gut bacteria grow and helps to keep down levels of bad bacteria. Kale also aids in digestion. If you find leafy greens to be problematic to your gut, simply leave them out of this dish. And I'm adding cooked white beans. Many people have issues with beans mainly because their gut hasn't adapted to these nutrition powerhouses. White beans are easier to digest than most other legumes. You could definitely leave these out if you have an issue with beans. I'm also not adding a lot just to help prevent any additional gut distress. If beans are often an issue for you, there are some ways to help your gut adapt better. Always make sure your beans are completely cooked. Don't consume the cooking liquids. And add beans to your diet while slowly increasing the amount. I'm going to add another cup of broth. You can make this dish as brothy or thick as you like. If you use turmeric in your dishes, black pepper increases the bioavailability of curcumin in turmeric, and it makes the dish taste good. Then I add a can of coconut milk. Be sure to use one without added sugars. The coconut milk not only makes the soup more creamy, but it is hydrating and nourishes our digestive lining. The soup is finished. It comes together pretty quickly, and is a powerhouse of nutrition, antioxidants, and promotes gut health in many ways. I'm adding a squeeze of lemon, which will brighten the flavor. And I would add parsley as well, but my tiny town is out due to the holiday, or maybe it was the snow. The flavor is bright, delicious, and it's very soothing. If you enjoy soups, check out my recipe for broccoli cheese soup, which is delicious and dairy-free.